Oh, there's no way in goddamn hell I'm doing this podcast with a fucking mini rod.
Shut up.
No, get this thing out of here.
No,
Fuck it, whatever.
fucking leave it.
So, welcome to the Shoreline Shit Show. You guys have been waiting for it. Here we go, starting it. My name's Sean.
My name's Jim.
We're going to be talking everything about fishing, whether it's fixing your boat, surf casting, freshwater fishing, electrical issues, whatever you guys have or need. We have contacts for it, or we have already been into it. Whether you launch your boat, you forget your drain plugs, we can fix all that stuff for you. So whatever you guys need. I'm also a custom rod builder. He's just a fisherman. But
Whatever.
we're going to go further involved into this. I primarily started my fishing experiences all through saltwater. Some freshwater in the beginning when I was younger. Sunny fishing, bullshit. With my pops because he was never really a boat guy. And he doesn't saltwater fish. Go figure. But we're going to get him into it. Like I was saying, I started off freshwater fishing and saltwater fishing, but stopped freshwater fishing a while back until I met these guys. And I'm going to take over their world pretty soon until I learn out all their secrets, especially our buddy.
I doubt it.
Greg.
You're never going to beat Greg.
I'm going to beat Greg because either it's going to be something stupid. I'm going to have to do something to him.
Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow morning.
Oh, no. I'm expecting to lose tomorrow because it's going to be cold.
You're going to lose your
fuck.
shit like you lose every time.
Because you got me in the back of the boat. We'll get into this in a minute with this whole back of the boat thing about these bass guys. But Jim's family did grow up saltwater fishing. Your brother saltwater fish and your pops.
Yeah, they always fished.
You just can't do it.
I just didn't like it. It was just throwing live bait in there and waiting for something to take the hook.
What the hell do you think
There's no mental part of it.
Oh, like bass fishing is?
Yes.
How do you figure?
Because you actually have to think about it a little bit. It's not just sit there, hope for the best, and wait.
When you're in the back of the boat, it does.
Well, that's because you
have everything.
Back of the boat.
You have all the technology.
There is no technology.
Oh, you don't have live scope? You don't have live scope?
All right.
You don't have fish finder in the front?
Yeah, but I don't know how to use it.
You don't have depth finder in the front?
Who knows if I could use it?
You have no control of the trolling motor?
Yeah.
What do I get? I get to sit on a pole and cast and dream.
Well,
that's why we say in the back of the boat.
Buy your own boat.
I have my own.
Good. So finish building it.
We started this whole thing with a little boat, and then the wife, which you guys will get to meet her in a later episode, made me build her a boat. And now I have a bigger boat. And I think I'm up to like 5 or 6 boats. And he's got another one in the backyard over here that he's now taking over. So if anybody does want to join this club that we have, which is Long Island Bass Pursuit, we do have extra boats. So it's not like something you have to go out and go do right away. Come hang out with us, fish with us, use the boat for the day. Don't go spend all the money that you need to go do what we do.
Sean will build you a mini rod.
He's going to get tased in one of these episodes, I promise you. But yes, this is his mini rod. 48 inches or under. He uses them. I don't. That's another topic.
All right, fine.
There's more introduction.
Whatever you want to do.
But yes, there is a tournament tomorrow. Well, there's only 4 of us. Or 4
Possibly
pros.
5.
Possibly 5.
$100 in. $20 big fish. That's 3 fish.
Well, that's the lunker. The lunker's the $20.
Yeah.
The tournament, the win first place is the top 3 fish. We'll win $80 per boat. It's really like $50 a man, give or take.
Yeah, but we don't do like saltwater where you have multiple pots running.
No, we don't do cow cutters. We don't do anything like that. Sometimes we'll do a different pot, like for a trash fish.
Yeah, and you lost that one too.
Yes, I did lose trash fishes.
Yeah, you did. And now
but I was the first
guy that's sitting in his garage, not even going to see the trophy.
Yeah, the guy who won is, he's probably used it as kindling. But it's okay. It's fine. I'll win next year. It's not a big deal. You guys won't have a shot, now that I understand. Because every tournament we do is just going to be white perch. Because I got no problem catching them. I have no problem catching crappie. It's the bass that has a problem. But yes, we do tournaments across Long Island. We do go up to Connecticut. We're potentially looking into Jersey.
Jersey's
it's a little far for people. It's a little different, but it's an option.
There's a couple good bodies of water there for electric only.
But we also run
horsepower trail where
there's 2 divisions. which you guys can see as two divisions. We have a wired and we got a fuel. So obviously, self-explanatory.
So Danny runs the fuel division that is more focused on Connecticut's waters, upstate New York, for maybe one or two of them. That schedule hasn't come out yet for the 2026 season. We do have probably about 8 events that I believe he's going to be holding for the horsepower guys. That's open events. You don't have to register. You just show up and fish, pay cash at the ramp. All the permits are handled by me, and we move into the championship section where there's going to be Angler of the Year for both events, or all the events for horsepower, all the events for the electric series. There'll be awards for
the championship. Was it where we had peg leg, where we got into the fight? Wasn't that was his last championship, or
that was his last?
final?
That was his last one. But this year we didn't do a championship. It was just kind of
we did on the electric side,
right? The horsepower guys kind of just was doing a trial error, where it's just let's get some guys out and fish and get our name out there. So
the electric guys, we do Ronkonkoma, we do Upper Mills.
Well, Ronkonkoma, we'll see what happens because Ronkonkoma's water is so low. It's
right.
You can't even drop a boat in there right now.
Yeah, because it dropped like 12 feet or something like that.
Yeah.
But they also, now we have the guy that's going to be taking it over that hopefully will be a lot better. We don't know.
Well,
we don't know what he's
that's the
do.
county or the state, so who the hell knows what they're going to do.
It's not like he can add water to the lake, but we'll just see what he does. We do Ronkonkoma when it's fishable. Calverton Forge, Fort Montauk.
Yep.
We do Hidden Pond, which is Montauk, right?
Hidden is Montauk.
And then we do Kent, New York, which is upstate.
Candlewood.
That's Connecticut.
Squance Pond, which is the one leg off Candlewood.
Right. So we have like 5 or 6. Most of it's all Suffolk County.
Next week tomorrow we're going to Upper Mills, which is like Middle River from Conic River and Riverhead. The weeds over there have been, and the vegetation has been pretty thick where nobody's been really able to get in there. So it's dropped off pretty quick this year. So we're going to try and see what it looks like and hope for the best. I haven't been in there since the spring, but we'll see what happens with it. There are some bigger fish in there. It's a little better of a fishery with less pressure in terms of Upper River, which is Forge, and then compared to Middle River. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but if any of our lakes down here that we fish are stocked, none of them. The only thing they stock here for us is trout.
Well,
they don't stock bass.
They've done bass stockings in the past it was a system that was basically a permit held by the kayak club, and they raised money and they did their own stockings.
Which is what we're going to have to do once Blydenburg and all that stuff comes.
Correct. When Blydenburg comes back, that's going to be in the process for the future.
So a lot of the fish that we do fish here freshwater are technically non-native species. So the state will stock most of our fish. Trout-wise, they stock every year. It's usually 2 stockings. They'll do one at Belmont for the family event. But they will not stock Blydenburg for us for anything else besides what we can stock on our own with our own permit. So the fish that we do fish for here are all resident fish. So these are fish that are here year in, year out. We had that one year. What is it? I caught that one with you in Forge, where I had it with the messed up tail.
Yeah.
He caught one 6 days before we were out there, and then we went out there just for a whim for fun, and I caught the same fish. It's kind of the same location, a couple yards away, like not that far. And that's kind of like where it lives, so that's kind of where it hangs out. But our events that are here, we do host kids too. So we have kids, multiple teams that we have now that come out.
Yeah.
It's not just an adult. Kids can join this program.
We started this year with creating a kids event where it's a Long Island monthly, where it was all free for the kids to enter. They're doing CPR, same style as...
Explain CPR.
So CPR is catch, photo, release, where you're taking a measuring board, you throw the fish on the measuring board, you take a picture of it with your phone. It's kind of the same process that all the kayak clubs...
I was very new to it this year, too. Your secret buddy, I'm not going to mention his name on here now, but he will be a part here, deemed me a 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch under because you have to put the fish on a certain way. We do explain this for you, and it is monitored.
It's all in the rules.
Yeah.
If you don't follow the rules, you're going to get either the fish denied or you're going to get a point taken off depending on what the error that you created is. So,
which we'll show everybody in future podcasts is what these measuring boards look like. And we also do have live well events.
Yeah, there's a couple live well events. We were trying to do more of them. We're trying to keep the history of Long Island Bassmasters going, which has been a club for
which you've
a
been
long
a part
time.
of for years.
Probably about 4 years. And it just, the older men were kind of moving down south, doing their thing. And a lot of the guys don't really want or didn't have the access or have the drive to get boats with live wells anymore. So we kind of brought in about 3 years ago a CPR style where you can fish from anything. Basically, canoe, kayak, rowboat, anything under 20 feet. No outboards mounted on the boat. And
which that 20-foot line is for Long Island, or is that just for us?
it's just for us. It
So
doesn't
you
matter.
can fish something
You can
bigger.
fish whatever you want.
All right. So then, our tournaments, if you do happen to have
Under
a boat
20 foot.
under 20 foot, we do have a person that's in our group that does take his motor on and off, because we don't have any motors on our boats besides electric only. So he has to pull his motor, stops all hydraulic fluid, and he comes out and fishes.
Right.
Or you may have two
Goes
boats.
and pick up a boat.
Right. You
There's
can
a
use
couple
one of
guys that have
ours.
electric boats, a couple guys that have both. Totally up to you what you want to do with it.
Even though New York State or Long Island will allow you to put that boat on the water as long as the motor's out of the water.
Well,
or it has to be covered, right? Or something. It has to be physically out of the water. They don't want to see it in the water or running.
That's kind of something we could probably talk about too, because there's
some very fine gray
there's some
areas
gray areas that are not very.
We as this tournament,
I've created this event where it's only no outboards.
Right.
It just makes it a lot easier, especially now at New York State's rules that they had created. With
it just brings less
black
drama
bass
to
tournament permits and everything else. It keeps everything with the public to see that we're not bringing motorized vessels into the water.
That being said, too, that's why we can only really fish Suffolk County. Nassau County, that you can land fish pretty much anywhere. I grew up fishing Mill Pond, Twin Lakes, Hempstead, Rockville Center, all stuff that you can fish. Obviously, Shoreline. They used to be able, years ago when I was a kid, used to be able to put inflatables on Wild Tour, but somebody passed away with that, so they kind of deemed that as a no.
I think there's a couple of lakes that you still put kayaks in.
Yeah, so
from the shoreline.
From the shoreline,
because I know there's guys that have fished with us with the monthlies that were in Nassau County and catching some big fish.
Like when you took me upstate to the reservoir.
Yeah.
So Hempstead is you can bring a kayak. No, they don't allow electric, so you have to row your ass around everywhere. So I'm already out of that question. Yeah. I'm not doing that shit. But those guys can actually go on to Hempstead, I believe, because once you come down to Southern State, when you have the lake there, the right side is where the parking lot is. Okay. So as long as you can carry your vessel to the actual lake, I believe you can use it. As long as obviously no electric, no gas.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Whatever.
I don't really deal in Nassau County. I don't like going past 1110. So
yeah, I grew up in Nassau County and I had to move out to Suffolk because Nassau taxes, whatever. No big deal. But we also do, so our tournaments are non-live bait either. I bend the rules sometimes, and sometimes I sneak stuff onto the boat. I'm hoping to get disqualified because I think it's more fun to be disqualified.
Well, that was kind of your MO when you wanted to start.
I said I was either going to win,
you wanted
trash,
the DQ king,
or I was going to get disqualified every time. Because a lot of these guys with this whole live bait thing, you got to catch things on our officials, which I'm cool with. That's fine. That's the way you work. I'm the type of person I grew up, like I said, saltwater.
He's saltwater, so that's what he wants to do. He just wants to drop it in and wait for it to hook.
No, fucko. No, it's not how this works. It's
exactly how it works. It's basically a drop shot with freaking live little minnow bouncing around.
Oh, like you didn't have any problem when we went up there.
When we went to Mayopac, I had no problem.
I'm sorry, who was using this little fucker right here?
You ain't kidding.
That's what I'm saying. So
it was a blast when we're just hanging out. But when we're just...
You match the hatch.
All right.
If those largemouth bass...
You could do the same thing with artificial.
So
and that's the point of the whole...
Give me an artificial lure that looks like a golden china.
We have plenty of them.
Oh, really? They look like that? No, they have hairs. No, we don't do that.
Okay.
If it swims and breathes, it's going to eat it. No. If granted, we're probably going to we'll talk about doing an event where we can use live bait, but that's probably...
I think we're going to just do a mini rod event.
Fucking shit. These goddamn mini rods. The worst thing I've ever did was built a mini rod. Now I have you using them. Sponge. I have my buddy Sponge using them, who religiously uses them. Our buddy Gables, who uses them nonstop.
Yeah, but some of your baffles off of Facebook have been...
Oh, no, that's
There's been a lot of people that have been winning mini rods.
Yeah, but I don't set that up.
And I didn't even win them. I wanted it.
But well, you can't really see him here. We actually got him into building, so now he can build his own damn mini rods. I don't need to build them anymore. So
but it's still fun to let you build one. I just want to see you cut it because it pisses you off.
Yeah, that's the only thing that really gets me is cutting a perfectly good blank. I can see if the blank is scored, cracked, bent, or crushed.
Well, this is an ugly stick. What's the problem with that? This thing you can bend in half.
Loosen this thing up, because it's either I'm going to show these people or I'm going to snap this thing right where it is. So a mini rod that I consider usually works about 48 inches is what we usually cut them at, give or take. Some guys like them smaller, but at that point, I've built ice rods. Like ice rods are a little bit different. That's standard. This whole mini rod thing came up with a couple guys that were fluke fishing, but that's an ugly stick. My blanks will also do it too because we manufacture everything.
You could probably go further than that.
Yeah, I don't really want to break something on the first episode.
Why?
I don't know, because then you're going to force me to make one because it's under the 1-year warranty.
Well,
that's why we're just going to bend it once or twice and that's it. I'm just going to leave it down. And I'm going to keep it out of the view of the camera. Maybe you guys can't see it because I don't want to look at this thing.
No, we're going to leave it right here.
You're such a dick.
We'll bring it right up there.
All right, well, to get back to the whole tournament things. So we do, 8 on the electric side too? About, roughly?
Yeah.
We put it out in the beginning of the season so the guys know in case they got to take off of work or this and that. Sometimes
the schedule for the electric series is out already.
Right, that's already out, which they can all find on Long Island Bass Pursuit, one of our other pages. Most of that stuff that we have there, it's out there, it's there. Sometimes we do have to change event because of weather or shit like that. But we
really haven't had much.
No, but when we
as long as you don't bitch out and you just man up and go fish in the rain, I mean,
I don't mind fishing in the rain when it's July and August.
We'll see what happens when you're fishing out in the cold tomorrow.
Remember, I blackfish.
Okay, so I don't want to hear you bitching.
Oh no, listen.
You're gonna be sitting on the back of the boat, blowing in the wind.
Right, while you get up there and freeze your ass off, and then get all the electronics and get everything.
You don't need electronics for tomorrow anyway. I'll leave the screens at home. How about that?
No, we actually have to have a little bit of advantage over our
arch nemesis.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll put it out there. Listen, I love the guy at deck. He's a great guy, sweetheart. Has literally helped me out because, like I said, I saw freshwater fish for years. I wanted to start mini boat fishing for a long time, and that's how I met you guys. And I was going to start the same thing that you pretty much already created. So I hopped into this whole now thing that
shit show.
Yeah, pretty much shit show. And there's been a lot of guys in the group that never gave me an issue. A couple that butt heads with, but whatever. It's fishing. That's just how it is. If you're not butting heads, you're not juggling people, you're not fishing. A lot of us are all fucking friends. Talk outside the tournaments anyway. Mm-hmm. But we do have our top guy, which I would be Greg and Brian. That's the top boat. That's just how it is. But you're talking about guys who have been fishing these lakes 30 plus years, 35 plus years. So you got
a guy that sits just like a lot of guys have always complained, especially for the past couple of years, that Greg always wins. And
that's fine.
My first response is always like, that motherfucker is really sitting on the water for the past 2 weekends for 16 hours by himself, fishing and practicing.
But there's
no way if you don't want to put your time in that you're going to actually keep up. It's all luck. No. But he knows the history, he knows the water, and he knows everything about the lake.
We're not just talking about Long Island too. We're talking about Mayapack. We're talking about Connecticut. We're talking about places in Jersey. Probably places down in Florida because he goes there all winter long too. Well, at least for like a week or two.
Yeah.
So you're talking about someone who fishes freshwater his whole life, and he does saltwater fish too. He does a lot of commercial stuff with some guys out in Montauk. But if you take somebody, no matter what you do, I don't give a shit what the hell it is. You do it for 40 years, you've got to be good at it.
Yeah.
It's just, and if you're not, just you pick the wrong fucking sport.
You got to try something else.
Go play golf. But yeah, that boat is our top boat. It's bottomless boat. But you're talking about a guy who's got a freshwater electric boat, freshwater gas boat, multiple boats in case one goes down, and he can fish it. These guys do fish live scope, down scan, all the 360s. But there's been times where we do events where it says leave the screens in the truck. And they're still coming in first place because they know these lakes like the back of their hand. It's like going to the gas station, going home, you can do it blindfolded. And you can't knock it. There's a couple of guys in the group, me included. I've been trying to chase them now the whole year. Maybe I come in top 6 or something this year.
Yeah, you made the top 10 of the championship,
which is fine.
Which is good.
It's okay. My first year doing it, I consider that a success. I caught the only 2 catfish that everybody ever saw out of Montauk for the past 10 years, which I'm a cat. I love my catfish. They're right here.
Well, it's going to be interesting also now next year, because next year, for the first one out in Montauk on Fort, we're going against the Kayak Club.
I listen. I'm a little biased. I'm a fat guy. I don't belong in a kayak.
Why do you think I started this whole thing with
I'm
people
more,
on boats? I don't want to sit on a kayak either.
I'm more of a mini
There's
boat
no
type
chance
guy.
that I would sit my ass on a kayak all day.
I, I, I respect the kayak fishermen. I think what they do is pretty cool. I love the fact that they got these boats rigged at like an F-14 fighter jet, because that's how my trucks are, my boats are. You've seen them firsthand. I don't fucking get it. If I'm gonna spend $4,000, $5,000 on a what is it, a Hobie or the Hoyt or whatever those big ones are,
what they are now,
or the Old Towns or whatever these guys are fishing with, and then they're going to spend another additional $3,000+ in electronics. Just buy a fucking boat. Buy a boat.
But then you're into it for $90,000.
No, you're not. I'm not. No, but if you're going to spend $5,000 on a kayak and $5,000 on electronics, that's $10,000.
Right, but when you look at
an electric boat,
I mean, when you look at it, and that's why we tried to.
It's more versatile.
That's why we're trying to always open it up to the kayak.
Oh, kayaks are more than welcome to fish. Because I'm just bashing kayaks
because I kind of understand where they're coming from, because the kayak they can get into a lot more than a boat, especially on the island.
Right.
I mean, it is definitely a lot easier to fish on the island.
They can easily go
for the access. They can go anywhere. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, I still want to just sit on the boat, whether if it's sitting on the boat going in a circle for 5 hours or going all the way up the Peconic for 8 hours.
I've literally I have that 96 thrust on the back of my mini boat, and I'm fishing right next to Matt, and he starts up his motor, I start up mine with a little motor.
Yeah,
he
takes off.
Yeah, like, so I understand, like, it's more versatile speed. I don't like being that close to the water. Not that I care. I can swim. Like, I can swim. Like,
I'm not sure.
I'm not worried about that. Let's start. I can swim. I'm not a fan of the kayak. Maybe it's just because of my back working outside construction. I don't know. I don't like it. I like being in a boat. I've always been in a boat. For me, it's not my cup of tea. But they are more than welcome to fish our tournaments. Now, with our tournaments, you can either fish individual or you could do the pair, right?
You could fish as a team as kayaks, where you stay in about 20 feet away from each other.
Right. Which is not like you're connected with a rope. Like, it's more of an honest system. If we come by and you guys are fishing 50 yards.
Most of our lakes, people are going to see you 90% of the time anyway. There's not really many little creeks that you're going to go hide where the one guy's going to be on one side of the lake and the other one's going to be on the other. We're going to know if you guys are separated to begin with. But we did start off as a Slay Nation affiliated trail. And that's how I started this 3 years ago. And that was one of their rules, which I kind of liked. So you could still have a guy that is fishing on a boat as a team, or the same team could be on 2 kayaks. Who has the advantage? Probably the kayak guys, because they both have scope and they can do whatever they want. And they're 20 feet away.
I still think 20 feet away is a lot.
20 feet away is...
It's kind of close.
It is close, but you got to keep it where you got 2 people sitting on a 16-foot boat by themselves. So you got...
That's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why, I mean, the 20 foot is basically the same 20-foot max of the boat. So,
right, because if you're in the bow, I'm in the back, that's at least 12. So that makes sense. So I get it. They're more than welcome to come. Plus, they have their own event anyway. Like, they have their own club.
They have their own club, and they fish individual.
We have guys that jump back and forth to clubs too.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? He comes with that crazy ass trailer. Is that Dave, or he came to us at Forge? He fished with us. He's got that black trailer.
That's Mark.
That's Mark.
That's who's the actual guy that runs the kayak club.
Yeah, we have guys that jump back and forth too. But it's not a big deal.
He showed up to the Father's Day event.
Yeah, that thing was badass. Yeah. He's got some wicked trailer with a kayak on it.
Yeah,
literally custom made, beautiful setup. Just not my thing. It is what it is.
Everybody's got their own thing.
Right. Just like he don't saltwater fish. We took him out a few times this year. We had to humble him fluke fishing, but
it was all right.
It was fun. You still caught fish.
Yeah.
Just like I catch fish. I
catch fish.
I don't catch the big ones. It's fine. I don't need it. I did do really good in Kent. I did get beat up by Ricotta, which I was a little bummed about, but it's all right. You know, it's cool.
He has been fishing for quite a while.
I think that day alone I had 40, 50 bass.
That place has a lot of small fish.
Yeah.
There was a couple big ones floating around that you had to go find with sitting in the holes, but there was definitely a lot of fish where guys were always catching them, which was a good thing.
I don't think what was our biggest fish issue? I think bottom we had it was like 5 pounds or 4 pounds, something like that.
It was over 5 pounds, but it was the longest fish in a live event. I believe was 20 inches.
20 inches, which puts it right at about 5 inches, give or take, between male and female. So we're not catching not always catching dinks. We're catching some decent sized fish. Like it's not Florida or North Carolina or South Carolina or these big areas that catch these giant fish, which we do have them. It's just not a regular occurrence that we get them. Because you guys don't fish live bait. I'm just letting you know that. Just letting you know that. Just letting you know that. You need live bait. Whether it's a sunny, a shiner, a small crappie, something smaller bass, you guys got to send out some live bait for these fuckers.
Well, we could always go get what's his name and have him give us some glide baits, and then they're still artificial.
Yeah, throwing. It's going to be another topic too, like how you guys spend thousands. I'm not the one to talk. I'm really not one to talk. 90% of my money goes to fishing, and make sure my house is paid for. That's it. Everything else I own goes straight to fishing. But to spend $800, $500 these guys have been on fucking glide baits,
500 at least. Yeah,
like really,
they're just chucking them.
But that's like borderline. I smoke crack.
Well, some of the guys might have.
$500 for
it's
fucking
better
glide bait.
If they went from smoking crack to going fishing.
It would be cheaper to have a crack habit.
Yeah, probably.
$500 to throw a piece of wood.
Well,
painted.
It's a custom paint job. Some of these guys you can only get them from like their live events that they start raffling off.
Right, that's what's the thing Brian was talking about. Like some of these things are just crazy. There's a guy in California.
There's guys all over the place.
I don't know what. That's going to be another topic, believe me, which we will definitely get into. Back to the whole tournament thing. If somebody wants to join a tournament, how do they do it? How do they sign up? How do they?
To get online, you're going to first, you can always just give me a call. You can go on the website, message us through the website. We are on Fishing Chaos, so you can go Fishing Chaos and find the club that way. The events will be posted.
Explain Fishing Chaos, because Fishing Chaos is an app that we use when we're on the water.
So Fishing Chaos is a full suite of basically online CPR style fishing. You're going to be able to take the picture of the fish, measure the fish, register for the events, see all the rules online. You're going to see your standings. You're going to see your Angler of the Year points. It kind of condenses everything and makes it together into one.
Right. It gives us our start, our stop. You can mark yourself in the water, mark yourself out of the water. Once you do catch one of the fish.
It controls the times where on the back end, I'm the one that's creating it before the event. It also gives us the ability for us to see what's going on if a guy's making the wrong taking the wrong picture or having like a trouble with taking the picture and uploading it. We're able to get a notification from it, and then we're able to talk to him on the water to hopefully have him fix it. That's why we tell the guys to take a couple pictures of each fish. You want to make sure that mouth's closed, because the mouth might be open on one time you click it, but maybe not the next time. So maybe you uploaded the wrong one because the picture's small and you're not paying attention.
Which I got deemed for last year. I got a couple fish.
And people should learn. There's a learning curve to it.
And for the beginners, we're not that much of stickers. Like we'll call you on the water. Like if somebody says, we do have outside guys who are possibly not fishing the tournament that are judging our fish.
Yes, we have
so
judges.
We have a couple that changes per event, and we don't tell anybody who it is because we don't need anybody calling them and start yelling them when they're at work helping us out. So they'll be the one judging fish. Also, they'll either contact Jim and say, "Listen, you got to get to this person. Tell him that his hands are open or his mouth, his fish is open." So we'll tell you to close it. But after the first couple of events, if you can't pick up onto what we're doing, then they're just going to disqualify the fish and call it a day.
Yeah, it sucks, but everybody has the same rules. Everybody understands everything when we first start off, and if you don't want to follow the rules, and you're going to lose your money, and hopefully you come back and donate again. But
we all lose our fucking money. It all ends up in fucking bottomless pocket anyway.
All right, well, not all of it.
All right, so you did take second place, I see, but you do well.
We took a couple.
I did. I took some money. I took a lot of the trash fish to begin. I won my money back at least for a couple of events. And then the other ones are just donations.
The trash fish, everybody, it was a 3-way tie until the last event.
Yeah, last event.
Yeah.
I got
so it was basically that last event.
The only way I could have lost if Matt caught the fish.
Yeah.
And
he wasn't even supposed to show up.
So he screwed me anyway. So it's not a big deal. But like with that fishing cast, so you're able to take the pictures, upload them. You'll be able to see what fishes are in what standards, your top 5. I don't know. You running it this year to where you could see everybody's standards, or you shutting that down?
So this year we're probably going to continue with seeing the standings until like the last hour or two, kind of just to leave everybody in the dark.
So what he means by that is if we have 5 boats in the event, there's 1 app per boat. Those 2 guys can fish underneath because they're considered their team. If they catch the 5 fish, go up and look on the app, and I have 5 fish, they can see what standard I'm in, what's my biggest fish, what's my 5 fish stringer, and then they're chasing me. So it forces guys to chase other people. They also were going to implement, I think you were talking about it this year, is that when you take a picture of a fish, certain areas that we fish do have shitty cell phone service. So you're going to have a certain amount of time to when you catch that fish to post that fish, because I call it sandbagging. So if I know that I'm going to sit in second place and I have a 19-inch fish sitting in the back of the picture and I push it in last minute to come in first place, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but what's the difference if you didn't know that the guy was fishing it?
But that's why we were talking about shutting down the viewing completely, because then you're not chasing anybody. Because that whole tournament last time...
That's all a mental thing. If you can't control your mental state, then...
Yes, okay, it's mental. But that last tournament that we did, the championship.
Yeah.
Once I knew I was sitting in third or second through trash fish, I gave a shit about bass. So you forced me to go chase...
But that's your own personal freaking...
Because I was able to see what was going on.
Yeah, well, that's on you.
Oh, no, that's on you. You control the app, guy.
I do. I took a poll. I have the answers to the poll. Maybe we can go over that one day.
That really doesn't work. Like you care what people say. You're just gonna fucking do what you want anyway.
Not really. I mean, I try to make it as fair as possible.
Well, yes.
But I also can't just take every rule that you want to imply and
I've been trying to get live bait all year. I didn't get live bait.
You didn't get it, and you're not going to get it. It's not going to happen.
One event. Why come just one event or one non-sanctioned event? Just live bait. And the only place that we pretty much can do it, because there's a lot of gray area with fishing certain baits on the island. You can really technically only fish the bait in that lake, on that lake.
Yeah.
So like
so you would have to start getting the cast net before the event and catch them and hand them off to everybody.
The only one that I've ever seen anybody ever use it, they use golden shiners either at Belmont for bass or they do it at Southerns, which is the backside of Argyle, which is the only time I've ever said use anybody bait. But the only time I've ever
But where are they getting them from?
Right there. They're catching them with like sunny hooks and then going out live line them in the falls.
Okay.
Which is fine. You could do that.
Is there a bait shop that actually sells freshwater live bait?
Nope.
That's the problem.
There's not. Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there is one bait shop, but it's out here by you. But they only do it for minnows, for winter fishing, for ice fishing, for crappie and stuff.
I don't even know.
My buddy Mike that fishes on the Rosie does it.
We might have to ask Heidi for that.
But the only place I know you can buy bait is Mayapack.
Yeah.
Mayapac's the only, but you can't. So here's the thing. So we can go fish Mayapack. We just can't have any tournament.
Have a tournament on Mayapack.
Right. So if we all wanted to go up there and fish for fun one day, that's fine.
Yeah.
We just can't. It's not a sanctioned event, and that's the only time that I've ever seen that we were able to use bait.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing on the island. Oh yeah, well, yeah, of course.
It was fun.
He was a little biased in the beginning until he caught his first one.
And it was on a mini rod, so I mean, it was even better.
No,
we're going to talk about mini rods quite often just to piss Sean off.
Yeah, well, whatever. But I did give you that. You did catch your first pike on that one, didn't you?
That was the first cast of the morning.
First cast of the morning had a nice size pike on a rock that he thought was stuck, and then it swam away. And then we jumped around like a bunch of 80s wrestlers.
Yeah.
And then got our ass handed to us that day.
And then we saw Greg following us and still catching fish off docks that we were fishing.
Yep.
Which kind of pissed me off, but whatever.
That's just that. Greg is chaos. That's just how it is. He's the wrench. Everybody's got to chase him. That's just how it is. I know it.
There's always got to be somebody. I mean, whether you're going from the small club events that are local all the way to the top, there's always somebody that somebody's chasing.
True. I'm usually the asshole.
I mean, that's part of the reason why guys do tournaments to begin with.
Right, but it's not like saltwater though. You're not losing thousands of dollars. Like what? Some of our tournaments last year were even cheaper than $100.
Yeah, they were $60.
They were $60. So it's not like you're really losing anything. You barely pretty much broke even with the amount of time that you bought baits and going out there and doing stuff. Yeah. It's more of the camaraderie than anything.
Just getting out on the water and hanging out.
But there is our top guys that you're just going to have to beat. And that's
but they've been also tournament fishing, and they were running East End Bassmasters for the past 30 years.
I'm not saying that. Like I said before, they've been in this for 35, 40 years doing this shit.
Yeah.
So you're going to that's the guys. Like these are our guys, and by any means, like they are cool as shit. Like I said in the beginning of the season, I just started back to freshwater fishing this beginning of this year. I didn't know what the fuck you guys were throwing. Yeah. Jigs. Fuck, you guys using jigs that I use for fluke fishing. Like
as a teaser, basically.
As a teaser. Yeah. Right. So worms, like I used to throw these things away when I used to get them for like Christmas gifts back in the day. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with helicopter wall bullshit? I can throw it away. Wasn't what I did. But going to talk to these guys, they got no problem sitting there explaining stuff. Hey, you should go over here. My daughter fishes with me. She's 16. She hasn't caught a largemouth yet, but
she caught one. She just didn't land it.
Right. Yeah. But I go up to Greg and Brian and begin. Listen.
I think that was your fault because you didn't net it right away.
Net it. I just had a net on the boat that one time.
Don't blame it on her.
She didn't listen to me when I said, yank the fucking rod. I watched the line swimming away. Another story, another topic.
Whatever.
We'll have her on too.
I still think it's your fault.
But he was the first one to tell me. What does he say? Listen, it's not going to be a big fish. Go to this area, have her cast this color, and she'll have fun. As soon as we get there, second cast.
Well,
so these guys have just because they're good, they're not stingy on what to do. They're going to tell you where to go.
They're stingy to the ones that are going to be assholes on the water. And that's part of the issue that we've been seeing. And right. I've had complaints not only from maybe Greg, but basically about every freaking team on the water is guys getting too close to each other, not showing the respect of the water. If a guy's sitting on a spot and you show up on him, don't go and be able to like put the tip of your rod basically in his boat. Like, no.
I'm with it. I'm with you. I'm totally understand. Respect is respect. I get it.
Don't go driving right past them.
But I'm telling you right now,
go run over the friggin' thing.
You come out blackfishing with me on a party boat, and I'm watching you swing. I'm mugging the shit out of your spot. 100%.
What the
I'm not telling you I'm going to.
But all you're doing is throwing a freaking crab to the bottom and hoping for the best.
No. See, that's where your freshwater needs to stay over here, and the saltwater needs to come over. I will humble most people blackfishing. Just come out and you'll see. Yes, if you pull up to a spot, you see somebody there, should you not go up there? Yes. Or give them a little bit of distance. I'm going to say double what you think you can cast. It's got to be at least double.
Even especially when you start to see him bring one in, don't go across the lake to find them and go sit right next to him and see what he's throwing and that kind of thing.
But in my world, from the saltwater world, I've been on plenty of spots to where I'm sitting on the lid there and I got my best friend that comes in and parks right on me.
It's always like that.
Tournaments are tournaments. Money is money. Granted, we're not playing.
There's no
stupid amount of money.
No.
But in my world, you come fish my spot. That's fine. Yank a fish out of my spot. That's fine too. You need to have some type of courtesy. But like I said, we're not fishing for a $10,000 event like we do in saltwater. This is, I think, our biggest pool. A couple $100.
Yeah.
$300, $400. Like it's not a lot of money.
I mean, 500 I think was the biggest pot for this.
Really
for
not
a
lot of money.
But that was including the big bass.
I'm all for
lunker and everything.
Oh shit!
Sounds
fun. I'm all about fishing close to somebody because if you're in a kayak, like we were saying before, 20 feet away, that's the same distance that they were.
Yeah.
But I'm for either way. I'm for the person who said that it was bullshit, that it is, and I'm for the person saying that I was fishing there and it's it. It goes either way. You don't need to fish on top of somebody. Our lakes that we do fish here and ponds are kind of small.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. There's not many other spots to go. Everybody's you're going to be dealing with a little bit. It's tight.
Yeah, but our biggest event was what? 15 boats this year?
15 boats, yeah.
And you still had plenty of room to fish on all. Like, it's not like we're fishing in a puddle.
Well, that was also on Ronkonkoma when it was like 3-foot swell sitting on
the perfect storm?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got, yeah. Thanks for telling me about that one, too. Yeah.
I don't need to tell you what the weather is. You should check it yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who checks the fucking weather when
we all checked it?
We lost my goddamn wife down the fucking canal.
Well, that's not
with my dog.
She drove down the river by herself. Why would you do that? We were all sitting there at the ramp.
Weather app. Just a call for rain.
The radar didn't even call for it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. It's a whole nother fucking topic that we're going to be talking about. I don't care. It was the first time I ever had to use a bilge on an electric boat.
Well,
it was filled
at
up
least
with
you had one.
Exactly. Which, most of our boats are rigged up a lot like saltwater. But most of, some guys just go over and beyond. I'm one of those people. I have lights everywhere.
He takes it to a new level.
Bilge pumps. I have fish well box pumps. I have spotlights. I usually light up my boats in blue and white because I am Greek, so I just follow the same theme. Don't be a dick. And that's just what it is. He's got spotlights on the boats. We rig them pretty much without just having motors. But like I said, our boats that we do rent to people, or not even rent, that we'll let you use for the day, are very basic. You get a trolling motor. Hopefully you bring a battery. If not, we kind of have like a lead acid battery that you could use and have fun for the day. Like, it is what it is.
I'll pick up the trailer, take it.
90% of my events, I run 2 boats. I bring 2 with me. I bring mine and my wife's boat.
Well, hopefully not anymore.
No, I'm still going to use them. I figure I'm going to. It's hard because if we're fishing that shallow shit and like forge and stuff like that, the big boat can't use any of the.
Why not?
The live scope and shit and forge.
Yeah, but why would you take a little boat?
Because if it's just me, I will take the big boat or a little boat or whatever. Because you tell me I can't get that trailer into certain areas, and some of the fish spots that we fish are tight. Like, you need a truck. Like, it's very hard. Or if you had a kayak in the back of a car, you could get through it. He's taking me through the woods. Where was that? Montauk?
Yeah.
Literally off-roading. Exactly off-roading like I'm in Moab. Bringing this trailer around and opens up to beautiful lake. Which, cool as shit.
But it's kind of the name of it. It's hidden for a reason.
It's hidden pond. That's how it is. Now we can't, like you said, I can't bring a double wide trailer tomorrow because I wouldn't fit.
No, probably not.
So most of the boats that
tomorrow's
we fish,
a little rough.
Yeah. So most of the boats that we fish are usually between 12 and what we have 19 foot.
19 foot is the biggest. That showed up this year.
Who has 19?
Mandel
is there is also a professional that's at a group. Mandel has won other multiple tournaments and stuff. He's like our resident professional guy. He does a lot of kid events and stuff like that. Usually comes out to all of our stuff. Really nice guy to deal with. I'm sure if you guys join or watch a podcast, he'll be on at one point or another talking about it. He fishes primarily a lot of Southampton, though.
Yeah.
Does come to
guides on Southampton.
Right. Which is like the golden ticket to have a Southampton pass. Because they're just uptight.
Southampton has their own regulations, or you have to be a resident.
Yeah, you have to be a resident. He's not, but he has very good ties with the people. And he does a lot of like charity stuff too, so they give him the permit there. Don't even try to get
whatever. Whatever he got.
Good for him. He's got it. Fish it. Who gives a fuck? But not everybody can do it because Southampton's just
they got their own rules.
Bunch of rich assholes. Sorry, I'm gonna say they won't let us do it. We're not a bunch of people that destroy everything. They just won't let us do it. It is what it is. We have to deal with it.
Oh, you got anything else?
No, I'm good. It's just more of a little bit of an introduction for us. Get to know me a little bit. Get to know him a little bit. Just to let you guys know, this is probably going to get really funny because I got a lot of stories about him, of us fishing. He's got a lot of shit about me fishing. The people that we bring on are a bunch of fucking jokesters. So we're going to have fun. We're not politically correct. We don't care about your politics. We don't give a shit about anything like that. We're here to fish and talk about fishing.
Keep your feelings.
I could care less who the fuck you voted for or what the hell you're doing. Fly a fucking Biden flag, fly a fucking Trump flag. I'm gonna bash it either way. I don't care. I'm usually the asshole of the group. He's more the serious one.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to take care of a certain thing.
Well, yeah. You got to keep somebody in check, and usually that's our production crew, which is behind the wall right now.
In check is basically what
we have our own safe words. So if I get out of line, you'll hear a safe word come in. So I'll have to tone it down a little bit. This is more of just a nicer get to know me, get to know him. This is the introduction. We'll probably, like I said, talk about and message in. Tell us the topics you want to talk about. If you want to come on the podcast and something you want to talk about, you build custom baits or you build something that has to deal with the fishing world, come on, let's talk about it. Let us test it out. I'm going to tell you either way if it's shit or good. It's just how it is. Or I'll tell you how to make it better. It doesn't make a difference. You want to learn how to build rods? Contact us. We'll teach you how to build rods. I taught him. It's not a big deal. We're not that type of people. We like to have fun. If you can't handle jokes, probably not the podcast.
No.
Just to let you know. But like I said, I'm Sean.
I'm Jim.
Have fun.
See you later.